Hey guys, it's me Booker. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are unboxing beer. I hope you're okay with that. I haven't done a beer unboxing in a while, but I've got some boxes of some fire beer. I don't know why I just said fire beer. Like my kids say that and people at work say that to describe something that's great. So I think I can use that in a reference right now. I am old, but some great beer over here behind me I have to unbox. It's been sitting and waiting for me for like a week to unbox it, so I'm really kind of itching to get at it. That's why I wanted to unbox it today. While I unbox it, I want to just kind of talk about how I got this beer, how it all kind of came about, like a culture of beer trading and muling that kind of goes on out there that you may or may not know about. Down the road I might have some videos about packaging beer and things of that nature, and you'll kind of see this a little bit. But before I get started, I wanted to tell you what I'm drinking. In my last video, I think I mentioned something about how something I want to add to the videos is what am I drinking, kind of tell you guys a little bit about it. I'm usually at a brewery and I will tell you the beers I'm drinking. As I've got into breweries and done more brewery vlogs, I've been more comfortable talking inside them, and I'm telling you what I'm drinking in those. So I want to tell you what I'm drinking now. So what I have today is from Parish Brewing. It's Ghost in the Machine. I gotta figure out how to do this. It is an awesome IPA from Ghost Machine down in Louisiana. Today I've even got the matching glass to go along with that. I hope you can see that on the camera. Love this beer. It's a great one. But yeah, Ghost Machine. I think it is on Tavour right now. I'll have to tell you guys about Tavour in another video. But if you go look at Tavour.com, it's a way to get some beer sent to you in the mail. You get paid for it, subscription service. I'll talk about it later on. But they have it available right now. If you don't know anybody in Louisiana, they can get you some. But if you need some, I could probably let you know about a guy. So let's get to the beer unboxing. I'm excited to open up this beer, ready to go. So what you have to have with any unboxing is a proper knife. This is a nice little snap-on pocket knife I use. It's pretty sharp. I nearly just cut myself because I dropped it a moment ago. But if you've watched unboxings, there's a lot of unboxing of tech things, shoes. Shoes is probably really the big one. Probably the one that I watch unboxings for more than anything else. There's not a lot of beer unboxings. I've done a couple videos. I've looked at YouTube, and there's some others out there. But I'm gonna unbox some beer right now. Let's go for the first box. So we're gonna start with the first box here. This one came from my buddy Adam. He actually lives in Chicago, in the Chicagoland area. There's some great beer in Chicago. One that I love is More Brewing. He lives close there, so he's able to get me some stuff from there from time to time. Another was Hop Butcher. They don't have a brewery, but they do deliver to a lot of the local liquor stores in the area around there. And it's kind of a chase to kind of go grab it and find it. And he does a great job giving me some of those beers as well. And another one is called Phase 3. Phase 3 is like a newer one this year. It's the head brewer, Sean, who left More Brewing and is now at Phase 3. He doesn't have a brewery, so to speak. He works with a couple other places to brew his beer, and he releases at a liquor store. They kind of drive around, and it's kind of hard to get their stuff because they tweet that they just left a liquor store, and you've got to kind of get there faster than anybody else unless you have connections there. And Adam does a really good job for me in getting some of the different things. We have a good deal. Sometimes we trade beer, and if I haven't talked about trading beer, it's really just a matter of what you really kind of think it is. Any type of trade out there. Usually locally you might have something that people are interested in, and they have something locally they're interested in that doesn't get distributed across the country, and you just trade the stuff. In my case with Adam is I get some different beer across the country that he may not be able to get a hold of. And I will send him like, hey, like I got these 3 or 4 cans. They match up really well, 3 or 4 cans we have locally. Let's trade them. The other thing I do with Adam from time to time is I mule with Adam. Where Adam might charge me a $5 or $10 fee per 4-pack. I pay for the 4-pack itself. I pay $5 or $10. I pay the shipping, and he sends me the beer that I'm looking to get. So that's kind of muling and trading. I can talk about that in other videos, but I just kind of want to put that out there for you guys. But let's get into the box because we haven't seen any beer yet. So let's go. And I honestly don't remember what is in this box because it's been a little while since I ordered some beer from him. Great job with packing, nice job. Oh, so this is cool. This is one where Adam, so this is kind of different. From time to time, Adam and I will just like share a 4-pack. This is a beer that came from More Brewing. They released here a week or so ago, and I really wanted to get a hold of it. I'd never had it before. but More Brewing does some great double IPAs. This one is from More Brewing. It's called Best Kept Secret. So I'm excited to try that one out. I wish it was cold and I could like pop it and try it right now with you guys. But it'll be on my Instagram. I'll kind of like talk about it a little bit. But I got a couple cans there. So again, this was a situation where beer came out. Adam wanted some of it. I wanted some of it. So what we did was we just split the 4-pack. You know, I paid him for my half the 4-pack and shipping, and he sent it over to me. So it saves me a driving to Chicago. Christy gets kind of mad at me when I'm like, hey, I'm going to go to Chicago. Because a beer just released from More Brewing. I've done that a few different times and it doesn't always go over well. So let's move on to box number 2. So this one is a pure mule box. I connected with a guy on Instagram, and Instagram is great for getting to know folks in the beer industry. I use a tag called ISO if I see a beer that I really like in search of, and I'll put mule or trade. In this case, this was just a pure mule beer, where this young man who has access to Monkish. Monkish, this is just one of the best breweries in the country. It's hard to get their beer, and the reason it's really hard to get Monkish's beer is a lot of the breweries have a standard day they release. So they might release every Tuesday, every Friday, every Saturday, every other Friday, or something like that nature. They have a standard day. Monkish announces the morning of their release they're releasing a beer. So it gives like a lot of folks an opportunity to get beer, but it can also be frustrating if you just want to be able to have access to the beer because it doesn't get distributed anywhere. It's just there at their brewery, and they just kind of surprise announce it every day. But we're gonna get the box. I don't even remember what it was that we got from this guy out in California, but we're gonna find out. He did one heck of a job packaging. I think at some point I need to make a video about packaging beer because I think it is really important because there's a lot of folks that package beer. I've had one package get held up. We don't know if it was because it broke or something in transit, but it's really about packaging. A lot of folks will use these nice little mailers here, like for instance from USPS. Where they'll wrap a couple beers in here, wrap this up, and that's got some built-in padding, and it helps just for the packaging inside the box. And then a lot of other folks will use this here, just some bubble wrap kind of wrapped around the can. This is 8 different cans in here, but I'm going to show you the first one. The first one from Monkish here is, what's it called? The Double Dry Hop Solo Hike. I'm really excited to try this out. I've not tried it out. You don't get a lot of the California stuff here like this from Monkish. Like I said, they don't distribute, but I'm excited to try this beer. I have some friends I know that want to try it locally as well. And the great thing about Monkish is just a great IPA that it's one of those that you don't even really necessarily want to drink right away. It's like a 3 or 4 week in beer where the hops have kind of settled and it tastes actually really good. So I'm going to get the rest of the cans out of here. So I'm really excited about this. Like I paused for a second, I almost told you guys about it right away, but I want to get the cans out of the box. But this is a beer that I almost forgot that was in this release. It's been a few weeks ago, had some stuff kind of happen. So it's been a few weeks since I got this from the guy out in California. But this is Foggier Window. I love it. It's got the little A-Team truck on it. I hope you guys can see that. But it's a double dry hop, double IPA from Monkish. Foggier Window. The foggier stuff they do is great. I've never had this one specifically, but I am super excited to try that. Get that in the fridge, get it a little colder. That's gonna be awesome. I'm pumped. So it's time for the last box. This one came from some of my friends in New York. They go to Other Half Brewing pretty regularly for me. I did go to Other Half. I never released a video about going there because it was really late at night on a Sunday night. When I went to town for the Casey Neistat event at 368, I went there just for like an hour and a half or so before they closed on a Sunday night. So I didn't really do a vlog. I think I put it on my Instagram, like just some B-roll I shot there. But it's a great brewery in Brooklyn, New York. Outside of Monkish, it's my favorite beer that's kind of out there. These guys go to the release. It's a husband and wife team. They go to release every week. and if I want to get beer from them, I'm usually able to do so. We do a lot of muling, but they like a lot of the stuff I can get locally, like 450 North, some stuff from Urban Artifacts, some of the like Berliner sours and slushy type stuff they like to get, so I'm able to trade those things with those guys. But let's get inside the box, see what's in here, because I don't remember. I know, I'm getting old. So it's always kind of important to have a noisemaker in your box when you're shipping beer. It's not that they're going to open your box or anything like that, but a noisemaker kind of gets rid of the sound of any type of liquids being moved around. Just kind of a heads up if you're shipping stuff. I learned that very early on. I'm going to get into this package and see what's in here. Like I said, I do not remember. I do love how these guys package their stuff. They do use the priority mail envelopes as well. Makes it a lot easier from a packaging standpoint. All right, so here we go with the packages. I forgot what I ordered, and I'm really excited because I think this is some beers over a few different releases. And the first one I know is from Equilibrium. I didn't bring up Equilibrium, but it is one of my favorite breweries. It's also in New York, kind of about the middle of the state. This one is Fluctuation, which is a double IPA. I know this thing is going to be just fantastic. I'm super excited to try it out. The other one I really wanted to get at this release, and I was so happy they were able to get because I believe it sold out pretty quickly, is Cirrus. Really cool label. It's also a double IPA from Equilibrium, and they just like create just super juicy double IPA, so I'm really excited to try that out. The last package here from these guys, ooh, I didn't realize that was in there. Man, this is exciting. So I didn't realize that was in here, but I'm excited. So a week or so ago, Other Half Brewing had their Green City event. It's a beer festival. I didn't go to it, obviously. It was kind of expensive to go to, but they had a lot of different breweries there. But they had a can that they released during that time called Broccoli Kong. It's an Imperial IPA. It's a cool label. I'm really excited to try this beer out. I've heard really good things on the message boards about this one. So that'll be awesome. And the other one, Mosaic Daydream, is a great beer that Other Half produces. This is double Mosaic Daydream. It's a double dry hop. I just know this is going to be fantastic as well, so I'm really pumped to try that out. But yeah, so those are the beer. It was kind of a mix of some mule and trading. I do some trading with some of those guys. The California guy I've really just done muling with. He's somebody I just met recently online. That's able to get into Monkish to grab beers for me. But yeah, I'll talk about more about that stuff later on. But yeah, super excited to try these beers out. Hope you guys liked the video, and I'll see you next week. Take care, guys.